Alright, so look, I'm paying real close attention to this YSL case, you hear me? I'm talking about I'm paying real close attention to this case, man, you know what I'm saying? And folks don't really, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people really don't understand court politics, you know what I'm saying? And I watch for my defense because I really be trying to see like what these folks really be doing, like on both sides, you know what I'm saying? Man, the system so motherfucking corrupted. I swear to God, bro, the system so fucking corrupted. This shit crazy, man. You know, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, Thug coming home, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody paying attention to Woody, right? Everybody watching Woody, the E20 versus he did that. He did everything he supposed to do. But the state, they still had a problem with Woody. You see what I'm saying? But this Moon Toon nigga, listen, man. This Moon Toon nigga, he just killed the case. If Woody don't hit his case, Moon Toon for sure finna hit it. Listen, bro, this is what happened with that man. Moon Toon was locked up on 2 charges. Count 1, conspiracy to commit a RICO. Then he had a count 30, which was possession of a handgun, like a gun charge. You know what I'm saying? So the judge listening to the state, they bringing the paperwork back up because, you know, once he signed for his probation, if he go back on everything that he said, they can lock him up for the time that they were finna give him. You see what I'm saying? So this the in the paperwork in this man paperwork, they running his charges consecutive. You know what that mean? Like, they running his charges consecutive. That mean if you don't get on the stand and tell them what you told us, we gonna run it consecutive. If we giving you 15 years, we finna double it. But they trying to get Moontoon 35 years. You see what I'm saying? They trying to get Moontoon 35. But if they running the probation consecutive, and it's 15 years, and then it's plus 15, that's 30 years. So where the extra 5 come in at? You see what I'm saying? So, you know, the state, you know, they pressuring this mind, bro. Like, they really applying real pressure to this mind. His excuse, he got 8 kids. This Moontoon, fuck with him. This nigga here killing the case, you hear me? Moontoon, like, he got 8 kids, right? And his mama sick. I'm just gonna show y'all how the system play this shit. Like, y'all young niggas, 13, 14, if you old enough to go to jail, you old enough to go to juvenile, you need to be listening to these laws, man. Learning your laws. Knowing what's up with the police, man. Because these folk playing a dirty game, you hear me? And it's so crazy because, like, when I went and did my sentence, like, I seen how the public defender was working with the state. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas, I'm talking about, you know how gangs, they able to spit that shit quick. They able to spit that's what them public defenders do with them lawyers, bro. They able to spit that shit quick, bro. You know what I'm saying? They done sent so many motherfuckers. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? They working together. You see what I'm saying? But I want y'all to pay attention. Listen, bro. Listen, bro. What nigga you know they got a RICO case that's going home on probation? These folks done gave Moontoon a life sentence on probation. This man got conspiracy to commit a RICO, and he got caught with a gun charge. So this was they agreed. This was the plea agreement. He snitching most definitely, but it's shit that's in the paperwork that the state not breaking down to him. They not breaking it down. Like, these folks is not telling him what this paperwork really saying. So now he being pressured to do some shit that he really ain't. But at the end of the day, he trying to come home. You see what I'm saying? So it don't matter because he trying to come home. He said mama sick. You know what I'm saying? He got 8 kids. You know what I'm saying? So get what they say. This the cold part. This is where I'm getting it. Them folk come at Moontook and tell him, we're going to give you life on probation. We're going to give you life on probation. All you got to do is come to court and testify against this man and say everything you said in this paperwork. You see what I'm saying? Now the lawyer bringing Moontook up like, bro, like, did you understand what your plea agreement saying? Moontook like, no, it's crazy. They asking the man, do you understand what your agreement say? Do you understand what this plea agreement say? He like, no. So, fast forward, the state, and I ain't gonna blame her, Miss Love. I ain't gonna blame her because she got executive, she got, you know what I'm saying, high ups that's really pushing his hand, bro. But they just show you how the system really trying to hide a nigga, bro. Them folks ain't got no evidence on Thug, but he's still in jail. But the motherfucker that they say that the witnesses here, why they getting plea deals? Bro, this man, listen, bro. This man got a fucking signature bond, bro. Do y'all know what the fuck a signature bond is? On a pistol. He got a signature bond on a pistol. That mean you sign for your bond, you ain't got to spend no money. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got to spend no fucking money. That man got a signature bond on a RICO. So that's how they played it. They saying, okay, listen, you facing 35 years. I don't even know where the other 5 years come from. Cause if you listen to the court case, they said he facing a 15-year sentence consecutive. That means you add another 15 on your 15. That's 30 years. But it's coming up in the court that in his agreement that if you don't comply, you get 35 years. You see what I'm saying? So it's basically like, we know you tied in this shit or you got something to do or know this and know that, but we ain't worried about you. So we gonna let you go home. Bro, I ain't never in my life seen a nigga go home on a RICO with a pistol charge. You's a bad man. You's a bad motherfucker. But this the thing. The nigga got probation for a lifetime. He can't never catch no more charges or go to jail. But what I'm breaking down is the man don't even know what notoriety mean. They giving this man paperwork and they setting their laws in his paperwork, but he don't understand it. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. That make the whole case look bad. You know what I'm saying? Coercion and man, this shit crazy. Notoriety, like he don't even know what this shit mean. So while he explaining this shit in front of the judge like, wow, this shit is crazy. Listen, bro. The state is using a witness and manipulating him to take that man's life away from him, bro. That man is a mega superstar, bro. That man feed families, bro. You hear me? That man a mega fucking superstar. You know what I'm saying? That man feeding families, bro. And if these folks ain't got no evidence, he caught his own pistol charge. Them folks gave you a signature bond on a pistol charge. You ain't even gotta pay no money for your bond. So Miss Love, the motherfucking the state, she just working her hand for them folks that's behind her. Like she understand the case bogus, but she still gotta get her money. You know what I'm saying? And this shit is wild, bro. But get what? Thug coming home, bro. You know what I'm saying? These motherfucking public defenders, they working with the state. You know what I'm saying? Dude talking about he want to get home to his sick mama. You know what I'm saying? So get what? He gonna do what he gotta do, but at the same time, in the paperwork, when the state present the paperwork to the defendant, they have to understand what they signing. This man done signed a life probation and a signature bond, not really understanding what he doing. But this the cold part. The state know this. Then when they tell him, when he understand what's going on, the lawyer explain it to him, he like, I don't want to do that. They like, well, we can't give you the agreement then. You see what I'm saying? You see how they playing with a man's life? It's crazy, man. Them folk really trying to hide through, you know what I'm saying? But they can't prove. Why is you letting all these other folks out on plea agreements? Y'all can't prove nothing these folks doing, but y'all holding his mind. Motherfucker, get what? Motherfucker currently making statements about, what's his name? About Gunner. Let me tell y'all something about Gunner, bro. You know, I'm gonna give it to y'all straight street. I know y'all don't really understand this court shit, but let me tell y'all something about Gunner. For one, I don't look at Gunner as no snitch. Bro, do you know how many people is on these folks' case? Do you know how many folks that said different shit? Him just saying that YSL is a gang, that ain't... Folks be getting snitching misconstrued. I'm gonna tell you what snitching is. Listen, this what snitching not is. Like, when you snitching, you can't tell somebody something and they're snitching. You have to really go to the police and document this shit. Like, they're snitching. You see what I'm saying? This shit got to be black and white and paperwork. Now, Gunner, he most definitely did that. But you don't think it makes sense for Thug to say, bro, go on say what you got to say, bro, and go on get up out of here. I'm talking about Gunner. You don't think it makes sense for Thug to say, bro, go on say, man, you hear me? It's too many statements already saying the same thing. Go on say what you got to say to get up out of here. Because you my artist. You hear me? You my artist. So when you get out here and y'all see Gunner doing his shows, he doing big shows and shit like this. So why you think Thug daddy was at the show? Why you think his daddy was at Gunner's show while he was performing? At the bottom of the stage like this right here. They could... Gunner got out. Gunner getting his money. Gunner is Thug artist. You see what I'm saying? Is it making sense? Gunner is Thug artist. So, bro, go on say what you got to say to get up out of here to go get that money on. You see what I'm saying? Go get this motherfucking money. You see what I'm saying? So, if you look at it, all these lawyers and shit like that that's fighting for Thug, who you think help paying for this shit? Gunner is. That man ain't being stopped at no venues or nothing like that. That man ass out here rocking shit. It made sense. That man ain't mad at Gunner. That's why Gunner got on the live and said, ain't no business been canceled. You know what I'm saying? I'm still the same nigga. Like, I'm still under YSL. Why it's like that? Them folks bringing their money in. You know what I'm saying? Man, y'all better understand what's going on, man. And one thing I can say, it's a lose-lose situation. Cause a lot of you young niggas out here making these decisions and ain't got no paper. You see what I'm saying? Bro, if Thug didn't want no millionaire, this case won't be lasting this long. This money fighting right now. You see what I'm saying? M's in the room. You see what I'm saying? But sometimes I get confused. I'm like, damn, what's more important? The money or them folks really just locking a nigga ass up? And do you know how many families lose their money, go without their money if Thug go do a life sentence? So these folks fighting for their investment, man. These folks they invested millions of dollars in the thug. You hear me? You think they finna just let it go down the drain? You hear me? And at first my mind was thinking, I was like, damn, thug ass, at first I was like, they gonna go on slam them because I'm like, they ain't doing all this investigating and all this shit for nothing. But obviously they is. Because if Wood is saying what he's saying, and then this witness saying what he's saying, then you got the jury watching. You know, the jury is 11, 12 people, citizens, people that's no background, nothing like that. They gonna listen to your case and help judge. And you know what I'm saying? Like, in front of the jury, this man is being pressured by the state. How the fuck y'all put in my paperwork this here, that, and the other, XYZ, and tell me I can't speak on it until I get the trial? You telling me you got me signing some shit right now that I can't speak on until trial? They really didn't want them to speak on it, period. You see what I'm saying? Damn, that's crazy. The state always assuming shit, bro. And that's that shit that get a nigga fucked out, bro. You can't assume no assumption about what didn't happen. So basically, if I'm proving that you on some fuck shit with your paperwork, when you supposed to be the state, you supposed to be ready to let me go if I'm innocent. But y'all tying a nigga in the paperwork to where it's a lose-lose. They ain't giving no fuck about you being labeled no snitch out here, nigga trying to knock you down. None of this shit. Them folks strictly trying to press something. And they let niggas go scot-free for snitching. Yeah, young niggas out here, man. I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck if you 12, 13. You old enough to go to juvenile, man. So you need to learn about laws, little homie. Watch these cases and shit, bro. This shit ain't just, this shit public record. You can go watch this shit. You see what I'm saying? Y'all don't watch no law shit. Y'all just strictly out there. Y'all out there. Y'all ain't watching nothing. Man, I'm telling you, bro. Nigga gonna learn one way or the other. It's fucked up, ain't it? I'm knowing it. It's fucked up, but I ain't know this. I ain't know none of this. You see what I'm saying? This shit improper. So, do what I'm gonna do before I go. Cause I done broke it down. That him being on the stand and the lawyer proving that he was being pressured. Cause it'll say in your paperwork, I'm signing this paperwork without force. That's what the paperwork say. I'm signing this plea agreement without force. Goddamn Moontunk on the stage, on the stand, telling the judge that I don't know what this mean, that mean, and I was pressured to do this. And I believe him. But the lawyer brought it out on him. So I'm gonna let y'all hear this shit before I go, man, so y'all can really hear the real facts to it. The lawyer talking to him. The lawyer got him on the stand. He basically telling everything that the state saying or what the state did. And this shit straight pressure. Like, man, them folks play a cold game. Man, y'all boys better keep y'all eyes open. Why did? Hold on.
State was making a plea offer in your case.
There you go.
he means when he says that.
So ain't no way possible you gonna tell me we went to all these years of law school and that was the best analogy we came up with almost 2 years into the YSL RICO trial?
The love be talking right now, but watch how the lawyer break them down. Why did?
It's crazy. Now, luckily, the defense has been starting early.
I'm gonna explain this. You got two people fighting. Now, the judge, the referee in the middle. The state trying to hang your ass. For the folk that don't know, the state trying to hang your ass. And, Thug, he got his lawyers. And the judge's job is to sit there and referee.
Taking notes. Now it's time to actually start passing out these assignments.
Watch how the lawyer break this shit down. Facts.
In late December 2022, you became aware that the state was making a plea offer in your case.
Yes.
Okay. And the state's plea offer was an offer for probation.
Yes.
Okay. And probation, I know we know what it is, but for the jury, probation is you don't have to be in custody, right? You're released.
Yes.
Then you have to check in with the probation officer.
Yes.
In your mind, that's preferable to prison.
Yes.
That's preferable to sitting in Rice Street Jail, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Probation would get you back to your family.
Yes.
See what I'm saying?
Get you back to your ill mother.
Speaking of probation right now.
And that would solve your issues as far as hiring an attorney to try the case.
Yes.
Okay. Now, as it turned out, there were factual acknowledgments that you would have to initial to receive that offer of probation, correct?
Yes.
Okay, when you first learned about probation, did you realize that there would be factual acknowledgments that you had to initial?
No.
Okay, but at some point your attorney told you.
All right, so you have factual acknowledgments that you got to sign. That's what I mean, the paperwork that they signing for the plea agreement. You gonna sign this, letting us know you understand. You gonna cooperate. This, that, and the other, and you gonna sign it. Usually they do this before trial and before, before they get to the case so they can have the evidence. You know what I'm saying? But here you go.
To get this probation, you're going to have to agree to factual acknowledgments.
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about the factual acknowledgments. Do you know who wrote the factual acknowledgments?
No.
Okay.
He just asked him, do you know who wrote the factual acknowledgement? He said no. So he don't even know who put this together, but Ms. Love put it together, the state attorney. She came with the offer. He gonna break the offer down, and he signed it. But watch how bogus the offer is.
Who presented the factual acknowledgments to you? Was it Miss Love?
Yes.
Okay. Did you know Miss Love back in 2015?
No.
Was she hanging out with you in 2015?
No.
Okay. I'm not trying to embarrass you. You're a smart man, okay?
Right.
But you did indicate that you didn't know what the word notoriety means.
Yes.
And you've also just said you didn't know what the word coercion means.
Yes.
Okay. Could you look on that in that document where the factual acknowledgments should be page 3. I'm going to ask you to look at factual acknowledgement 1. On the last line, does it have the word notoriety?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to look at factual acknowledgement 5. On the last line, does it say notoriety?
He don't know what notoriety means.
It's on 5.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, what's interesting how Sean kept going.
He don't know what notoriety is. He going through the plea though.
Okay. And you brought that to your attorney's attention.
Yes.
And you were told 2022. Did you let stop you from entering that plea?
No.
Why not?
Because I wanted to go home to my sick mother.
When you came to testify in front of this jury, you were under the impression that you would be able to explain what you disagreed with, correct?
Yes.
And then for his attorney.
Man said he wanted to go. Man said he wanted to go home with his mama. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, I got 8 kids, man, to go home to.
He can correct it at trial. Man, stop. Out of public.
Terrible.
Yes.
The rock is that you know some of these things in this plea agreement aren't true, correct?
Yes.
The hard place is you don't want to go back to prison, do you?
Yes.
Yes, you do not want to go
I
back.
don't want to go back to prison.
He finna get down to it now. Watch him. Why did?
And the problem is your plea agreement, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about this plea agreement.
Shit,
In this
wild.
indictment, you were charged with 2 counts, correct?
Yes.
Count 1, RICO,
Yes.
or conspiracy to commit RICO, I should say.
Yes.
And count 30 was a gun charge, correct?
Yes.
Specifically, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
Yes.
He talking about his cases now. You know what I'm saying? Just in case y'all think what I'm saying, Cap, I'm going to come behind it with the receipts. Then what he talking about? He talking about his charges now. Now watch how he break his bond down.
For count 1, let's talk about that, what the plea agreement was, okay?
Yes.
The agreement, if you initialed the factual acknowledgments and entered a plea, the agreement was that the state was going to recommend 15 years of probation.
15 years now.
And that meant that you would get out of jail immediately.
Yes.
Fuck you going
I'm
home.
going to ask you to look at part 5 of the plea agreement, number 2.
How the fuck is you
Under
going home on
defendant's
conspiracy
sentencing
to commit
acknowledgments.
RICO?
Direct testimony.
Why this?
When Ms. Love was asking questions, you stated that you disagree with several of the factual acknowledgments in this plea agreement that you signed, correct?
Yes.
You watched the video of your plea earlier today, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Those acknowledgments on that video, who was reading those acknowledgments? Was it you or Ms. Love?
Miss Love.
Okay. When you were saying yes, ma'am, do you remember that? So
Yes.
pretty much every question, is that fair?
Yes.
Weren't there times during that plea, during that video, where you were saying yes, ma'am, before Ms. Love even asked the question?
Yes.
Why were you saying yes, ma'am, if you disagreed with the factual acknowledgments?
I was just trying to get home to my sick mother.
Okay.
Now, let's
Basically,
talk about
he
the
just showed the
justice
video.
and these plea deals.
Basically, he showed how Love was questioning him about a video that he said he was lying about. He just wanted to get home to his family. You hear me? So now it done turned around. She trying to get what? She trying to put him in a chokehold. But now the lawyer putting her in a chokehold. That's what money do. But if a nigga didn't have no money, my nigga would not be lasting this long with this case. You hear me? No cap. Nigga would not be lasting this long. Ain't no lawyer finna get in there and fight and break no case down like this for you. And you don't have the right type of language to do it either. You hear me? Why did?
Let's dig.
You testified that your attorney told you that you could explain those disagreements later, correct?
If I was called into the stand, yes.
Okay. And you were advised not to let those disagreements get in the way of going home, correct?
Objection, Your Honor. Objection as attorney.
Nah, bitch, don't object now, bitch. Shut up.
You're saying objection
Ain't no objection, bitch. Shut up.
as to an improper line questioning to it.
Improper line question. How?
Okay, sustained.
Let the man talk. Why would he say? Why did?
Number 2, under Section 5.
Yes, I'm looking at it.
Your agreement states that defendant, that's you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Defendant understands fully that if he violates any provision or any special condition of the plea agreement, his probation for this sentence may be revoked in its entirety, and the district attorney will recommend that defendant serve any remaining portion of this sentence in confinement at the Georgia Department of Corrections, and in parentheses it says prison. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay, so let's break that down a little bit. You're aware that a condition of your plea is to testify consistently with the factual acknowledgments you signed
Yes.
that you say are not true.
Yes.
And according to this agreement, if you fail to testify consistently with those acknowledgments, the state can move to revoke your probation, correct?
Yes.
So basically right now he's saying if you don't apply with what's in this contract right now, we can violate your probation. The state is gonna put in a motion to the judge for them to revoke your probation. Now you back facing the 35 years. You see what I'm saying? That shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? But the state presenting this paperwork, where she getting it from? Them folks, high executive, the high ups, the people that's behind her. She's just the face to run the ball. And she gonna get blamed and get backlash for it. They ain't. They just sent her out there. Sent her in the battlefield to die. You hear me? And his lawyer, that money chopping her head down. You hear me? Why did?
Do you know what revoking probation is?
Yeah, I think take it back, take the probation back up.
Watch how much time they talking about.
Okay, so if you have 15 years remaining on probation,
Yes.
the state can bring a motion and ask the judge to send you to prison for those 15 years instead of being on probation, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about the agreement for count 30, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Okay.
All right, that was just a probation for the 15 years for the conspiracy to commit RICO. Now they on count 30, which is the gun charge. Why would he get for the gun charge? I'm gonna get off here, but I just want to show y'all how these folks will really put you in that trick bag, man, and try to make a nigga do a life sentence knowing they ain't got enough evidence. But dude got enough money. So they fighting it. Why did count 30 and the handgun? Why would he do
Your
it?
lawyer told you that count,
Sustained.
you were aware that count carries mandatory 15 years in prison.
Yes.
And that 15-year sentence needs to be consecutive
Consecutive.
to any other
That
sentence that you
mean
have.
15 plus
Yeah.
15.
So it'd have to be 15 on top of the 15.
Yes.
Y'all ain't paying attention to this mind shit.
1, under negotiated sentence, it says, where it says count 30,
Breaking down the plea
Page
agreement.
1.
yes, page 1, sir.
Okay. Yes.
It says, for count 30, that was the possession of firearm by a convicted felon, correct?
Yes.
Okay. It says, sentencing withheld until the completion of the initial trial of this case. After the initial trial of this case, provided defendant, that's you, right,
Yes.
has complied with the special conditions outlined in sections B, C, D, F, and I of section 3, special conditions of sentence of this plea agreement, the state agrees the defendant shall be allowed to withdraw his plea on count 30, and the state shall agree to no pros count 30. That's what it says, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about what your understanding of what this means.
He don't know.
Yo, stop what you're doing real quick,
He
real
don't know
quick,
what it
real quick.
mean. Why would he say?
Play off as the defense continues to shred through this plea. But what is weird is how the judge still continues to allow all these objections coming in from the state, knowing that the assumptions from the state are the reason we're here in the first place. That's dead.
I freely, knowingly, and voluntarily entered into this agreement without force, threat, or coercion.
Coercion.
We already said you
It
didn't know what coercion meant.
pressure. Like,
Let's just say
motherfucker pressuring you
Yes.
to sign for
That's
anything.
not true,
you
is
hear
it?
me?
You were pressured.
Yes, I was pressured.
In fact, you were pressured into signing a document
The paperwork
that claims
prove you were
that you're
pressured.
entering the agreement without pressure.
Yes.
See, they can't make him sign an agreement saying that I'm not being threatened, I'm not being pressured into what I'm saying, or the plea agreement that I'm signing. His signature is under it, saying that I'm not being pressured into saying this. But he's saying on the stand and trial that I was being pressured to sign the paper. They don't look good. Thug coming home.
We talked about that bond hearing before December 28th, where the state called you dangerous, too dangerous to release.
Objection, Your Honor, one faction on evidence, 2 improper.
He was there.
3 irrelevant.
He was there. Did they call you? It's not for the truth of the matter asserted, it's for the state's stance.
Objection, Your Honor. The state
Okay, very
states.
right.
It's it, man. This shit crazy, man. That shit crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? So for you niggas out here, what we learn, like, you niggas out here in these streets, man, like, understand it, like, You can have proof that you ain't do it and all that. You see what I'm saying? If these folks want your ass, they gonna use one of your partners, somebody you been running with, and you know they, like he's saying, he making these bitch ass excuses talking about he got kids and his mama's sick. You knew all this shit while you were doing what you were doing. You hear me? You knew all that while you were doing what you were doing, but at the end of the day, no matter who it is, man, them folk apply that pressure, man. You know what I'm saying? Have a nigga back against the wall, ain't no telling what they do. You know, but at the end of the day, we know niggas want to go home. You know what I'm saying? But they don't care nothing about him. Why the fuck would they give him a life probation on a RICO charge and a pistol? Because they want thug. See what I'm saying? But that ain't, you know, the system can't just swallow you. If you ain't got no money, they can. You ain't got no money, you talking about you out here thugging around with these switches and drakes and, you know what I'm saying, you stepping on niggas, you ain't got no money, your ass grass, homie. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't the case. You know what I'm saying? Thug having this shit. So his lawyers kicking this shit. They ain't doing this shit out of love or thug, cause they a fan. You know what I'm saying? Them folks trying to get them checks. You see what I'm saying? They most definitely doing it, man. Thug coming home, man. You know what I'm saying? The state, bro, y'all supposed to, the folks that's trying to sentence him, they supposed to have this shit mapped out. They witnesses supposed to be complying and all that. They ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? Thug coming home, man. You know what I'm saying? Free Thug, man. Keep your eyes open, man. You gonna go to jail? Make sure you got some paper. You hear me? Cause these folks ain't playing fair. I swear to God they ain't. I'm gone though, man. 100.